JD Martinez is obviously not going to be the Dodgers DH next year. This is somebody that possibly last year could have been a big fit. People were a little weary about him because he kind of had a down year in Boston before he left. Bounced back with 271, 33 home runs, 103 RBIs, 117 hits. He is 36 years old. He is a DH, a primary DH. But Jerry did say more so now than he was last year. Last year, they were completely against just getting a DH hitter. They wanted all these versatile players. Like, what's the guy's name? What are all the players, the versatile players they had last year? I said I'd never speak their names again.
Tommy LaStella.
Yeah, like it was Tommy LaStella and the guy that we
Adam LaRoche. Is that his name?
Adam LaRoche. Uh, what was the guy? Cooper Hummel.
Yeah.
Murphy.
Tom Murphy. I think he was the starting DH, I think, at the start of the year. We passed up on
AJ Pollock.
AJ Pollock. There you go. Yeah. So last year's WAR was 1.9. He had 432 at bats. He was playing on a deep teams that you didn't have to play every day if you didn't need to, but the guy still hit 271, OPS of 893. And Ninja, you're saying this is the guy that we cannot pass on again, and we made a mistake on it last year. It's what you said on the last episode. Sell us on this.
Well, I mean, he's one of the better hitters in baseball. He has been. He's a veteran presence. We're going to need. It'd be nice to have that too. But I mean, you can look at his career stats and he's estimated to get 1 year 14 or 15 million this year from somebody, but it's like a poor man's Ohtani. I think second best DH in the game behind Ohtani.
Yeah, he's an upgrade, that's for sure. Another piece of many pieces that this team is missing since they have moved on from so many guys and made so many trades here in the early part of the hot stove. But I haven't really got much back as far as production like a JD Martinez would be. So yeah, he would be a guy that would be nice. There's also another couple of DHs I know you're going to talk about, or guys that could DH, but he's definitely on that list.
The only thing that concerns me about him is you are bringing a lot of strikeouts back into the fold. I mean, he looks like he's right now in the last 3 seasons, he's averaged around $150 on the strikeouts, but the guy does slug, and he's a DH, and you got to have somebody like that in the lineup. You just can't have 4 guys in the lineup that are like that. But the guy has played, in the last few years, except for 2013 when he was young here. I believe he might have had an injury that year in Houston. This is a guy that plays quite a lot of games. You're looking at bats in the 6, almost 700. We're looking at as far as RBIs last year, 103. He had in his down year, he had 62. Prior to that, 99. We'll skip over 20, but let's just say this in 54 games, he had 27 RBIs. 18, he had 130. I mean, this is somebody that's been in MVP voting 4 times. In the last 3 years, he's been an all-star. So, I mean, that's a little bit ago, but he's still, he's turned into the primary DH. So,
if he likes
Mike Ford.
Yeah, and he is a better option than Mike Ford. Hanno?
I was just going to say, too, if he likes where he lives, the gentleman, Mr. Ohtani, who took his job, he could go and replace Ohtani in Anaheim and not have to move. It's all going to come down to money, probably.
And just wither away the rest of his career or get flipped. I saw that he is linked to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Which he's played there before.
Which I like to call the fake Mariners out there. But Yeah, you put JD Martinez in that lineup with Eugenio. There's a lot of strikeouts right there, but a lot of thump in the lineup. This guy drafted by the Twins, 06, but pretty much he was a product of the Astros that went to Detroit, that went to Boston, and Houston's been pretty good at picking people. God damn, that was such a deep team. So JD Martinez would obviously hit with like fourth in a Mariners lineup.
Yeah, he's definitely our cleanup guy.
And just to go back on his salary, I pulled it up right here. Last year, he made $10 million. So, yeah, the Mariners, like were you saying, completely fucked up on this. For $10 million, you could have had this in your lineup last year.
Well, you mentioned, the big strikeouts. If you went to Arizona with Eugenio, I would have taken last year with Eugenio. I mean, they can help each other out. Sure, they probably would have struck out a lot, but one guy can protect the other. It lengthens the lineup, like Scott likes to say. I mean, how many homers did you say he hit last year? 33?
Yeah.
30.
He's gonna make more than 10 million.
Yeah, his expected contract is 14 to 15 million.
Okay. So he's getting a bump. He bet on it. He's coming up from last year. Had a great year when people were doubting him. God damn. I would love to have this guy in the lineup. And yes, you said again, there's your leadership that we're missing in the lineup.